Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Blacksmith Master. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I have an extra blueprint now. And there's a lot of stuff that's not available here, but we do have a couple of extra things here. I'm going to grab the short hoe because it's, you know, one of those more complicated items. And let's just go ahead and bring it up to, yeah, we'll go ahead and bring it up to purple right away here. We got 111, 112 points to spend. We can upgrade things as we go, but we have 5 carts, and of the 5 carts, 3 of these contracts are additional blueprints. So I've managed to just sort of secure a whole bunch of merchant contracts for a bunch of blueprints, which is going to be great. Our store is hopping. We're doing pretty well there. Lots of tools. Not as much on this here, but I think I can probably go in and change this one, for example, to be the fork. I think the pitchfork counts as a tool, though, so I probably want to put the pitchfork next to, yeah, next to one of these. Maybe I'll change this one to be the short hoe. Ah, there we go. Because this is also a higher priced item. So I'm gonna change this out to be the short hoe. Now I'm curious on what happens to the pickaxes that were already on that shelf. Uh-oh. Ooh. Hey, we might have a little bit of an issue here with our cashier. They may not be as fast as I'd like them to be here. Oh boy. Let's see. Miner, let's get you to have more more speed is fine. The stamina thing, we actually have other solutions to that later, so go ahead and make you like that. Okay. So we might need another one because these lines are getting big, right? So how can we redo the store to have the lines? I mean, I'm going to have to move some things, right? So why don't we move, go into this little view here. Why don't we move you to be here? You can be here. Doesn't really do much, does it? Yeah, that didn't really do anything. Let's move you like this. It's a little crowded in here, isn't it? I might need to get my store expanded. I was planning on doing that upstairs. You might be able to tell that by the staircase in the center. But I could always move the stairs a little bit too. So I could move the stairs to be like here, for example. And maybe even have it be facing the door like this. But then what does that do for me in terms of space over here? It doesn't really help me much, does it? If I move you like that, I guess it kind of helps me. I can move you to be, let's say like this. Got to spread them out just a little bit, don't I? There we go. Yeah, the hope is, of course, that I can get another one of these checkout counters right here. So why don't we go in and do that if I can. Take another checkout counter. And it's like this, right? Yeah. Okay, and then all I need now is another cashier. And let's see, attracting more customers is good. Communication stat being lower, baseline isn't so good. I don't want to attract less customers, but it looks like I'm kind of just stuck with that unless I refresh it and I can get somebody with 2 positive traits, which would be great, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, and I'm spending all this money trying to make it happen. So, patience. Patience is rewarded. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Get that person. And then they can go ahead. They're going to go in here. Now the lines are getting real long. He's going to leave. So that's the first time I've seen anyone get mad. And so we got a second cashier now. We can have 2 lines. Yeah, get people checking out like that. Okay. But yeah, the store's getting really crowded. So we do need to start thinking about moving upstairs with this. Okay. So I'm going to start by taking the floor, and I think this is all blue up here, which is kind of cool, but I'm going to leave the sort of rustic wooden look for my store up here. And I'm actually kind of thinking about, like, what would it look like if this was kind of a pseudo balcony as well? Like they could see down below. Is that something we can do, right? So I'm thinking, like, what does this look like? Yeah, something like this, but then it's as if you still have to support the top because we're gonna have another floor. So it's like, I want to leave it open, kind of. Ooh, it's probably better to do it like this, maybe. Let's try this. Can I? No, not gonna let me. Why not? Oh, thought I clicked that already. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. So around the outside there, and then maybe even like so. Now, of course, you kind of wouldn't want to do this in a normal store because your cashiers are down there, right? And they could take a thing off the shelf and just like throw it down and then walk out of the store and pick it up, right? You wouldn't want them to do that. But this is a video game, and the characters don't do that. Your patrons don't do that. So we're just going to have it like that for now. I like it. It's fine. All right. So we're gonna take the store, and I think I'm probably going to move the. Should we move the weapons upstairs, or maybe we move all of this stuff upstairs? All the tools and stuff can be moved upstairs. Perhaps. If I was to highlight all of these, we'll just kind of bring them upstairs like this. Yeah. And then we could switch this to be along the back wall. Yeah. And then this one here could do the same thing. We'll just bring it up. So we have some stuff upstairs now, and that kind of creates a little bit more space down here. I think I like that better. Right along the way out where the door is. Cool. Now I have room for another checkout counter later if I need it. I will move these so that they're lined up kind of like that for now. And honestly, if I just keep, maybe the weapons all come down. Maybe all of this stuff goes up. If it's not a weapon, then it goes upstairs. I'm okay with that. So I can organize it that way a bit. Maybe it will even maybe put them in the open like this, near the stairs. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you wouldn't want one of these cups and then they're just like, oops, sorry, I dropped it off the balcony, right? We wouldn't want that. I'm trying to figure out like the best place I would want them if I was running the store. I'd probably want them spaced out like this, kind of like an Apple store kind of thing here at this point. Yeah, just kind of a whole bunch of tables with products on top of them. Now these count as tools, so we actually will bring these up, but these are higher priced tools, so maybe we'll put them in the back-ish area, like over here. Which again, I probably should take the balcony away, shouldn't I? It does look a little weird having to go all the way around. Whatever, we're gonna leave it for now. The AI doesn't care. But now I've got more room for weapons, got more room for a lot of stuff down here, and we can expand accordingly. So like this here, we're not selling any wooden pitchforks, right? So with these clubs, I can probably switch this to, and there's only, is he gonna buy that? Let's see, does he buy it? Buy it. Somebody buy it. Oh, nobody's gonna, well, you're buying it from that shelf. Okay, this one's got a crack in it. Nobody knew, but now we do. There we go. This guy doesn't care. He's like, I can fix it myself. It's fine. Take this one upstairs. And again, these are tools. So we're just going to make this one a wooden pitchfork like that. Okay. So now all the tools being up here is kind of cool. And then I think we're going to want the ability for our blacksmiths to get up here a little bit faster. I'm not sure whether or not they will make, say they make a wooden item right here, right? Which we are out of wood. Ooh. It is midnight, so I don't know if we ran out really fast or not, but it is midnight. So let's take a look at that really quick. Okay, so these guys are still doing things. We have 112 wood collected. Man, what I like a lot more, but if they're getting further and further away, I'm concerned we're going to run out of wood. I'm really concerned we're going to run out of wood. I'll have to keep buying it. Either that or it just kind of magically refreshes, but I feel like it doesn't do that. Yeah, I may not be in a good situation here with wood. Let's I have money though, right? So let's top off of those really quick. We have so much on the iron though. We're very good on iron, and then there's like no reason for me to buy this stuff, because, and this is what I was talking about earlier in the comment section, where somebody was like, you should do, I've actually had a couple people in older videos recommend doing something more like this, right? And my case for that was that it's not that much more efficient. On paper it is, because you think these guys can produce it quicker and then they don't have to haul it over and whatever. But what you get is a lot of time during the end of the day doing this. And that more than negates all the benefits of the efficiency. You have to scale up to make this matter, is what I was arguing, right? You have to scale up to make this matter. And so now that we're kind of scaled up, I don't know how long these guys have been sitting here, but I'm imagining it's probably been quite a while. And then the other thing I was arguing is, like, if you're making ingots super fast, like we are, right? It doesn't matter anyway. Like, the fact that we are making all these ingots, it doesn't matter. Because, like, we can't mold things into useful quality things that we can sell fast enough to have that matter. Like, we could go an entire day with making no ingots at all, and it would be completely fine at this point because we have so much. It's wood that we don't have a lot of, and I am concerned about that because it's taking them longer and longer to get out and do it, and then we're running out of trees. I wasn't aware of the risk of running out of trees, so there's that. Okay, so we have copper mine we can unlock. We have 472 of this, and I can probably unlock this too. I think I'd rather do this, and I'd rather do these two things. And let's actually grab the copper mine. It only costs me a little bit of the purple, and to get those things, let me see. So we don't have any blueprints, but we now have the ability to get copper goblets because we've unlocked copper. So that's nice. And then, you know, all of these can be upgraded and stuff as well. The grill fort can be upgraded. Maybe we'll do like something like that. We don't have anything legendary just yet, and that's okay. I can, you know, make them legendary whenever I want, but that huge spend of design points only yields 3 additional gold for this item. Okay. I would rather do 320 points on one of these and get a 6 gold bump. Right? It's more efficient to have everything kind of level up all at the same time, because the monetary gains you get from selling them on a higher quality are kind of like diminishing returns is what it looks like. Like, we're not able to get, you know, only 3 more gold between epic and legendary, right? So it's a lot of design points to do that. So I'm kind of keeping everything together. I like if once they're in the store, they'll keep looking to buy things. There we go. Making some money here. They're going to keep looking to buy things even though we're closed. And everyone keeps working on the workshops. Yeah. Okay, so as far as the copper mines go, I need to take a look at that too right now. Let's upgrade. I'll give you all metalworking. It's cool. I want to take a look. Oh, I have another one. I do? Oh, it's crafting for racks. I'm dumb. Let's go, yeah, metal. Okay. So if I was to refresh this now, I think probably we want to focus one of these down. If I focus the longbow, then we're just going to have the whole damn workshop rushing to, you know, work on 5 workbenches, and I don't want that. So I'm going to have them focus the knives. I think that's a quick one to get another blueprint, and then we can maybe look at getting the copper stuff going. I'm not sure what copper stuff costs as far as pricing. Does it say that in the blueprints? Does it say how much that would cost? It's 140, yeah. So it's pretty good compared to making the iron goblets at 92. If I make copper goblets instead, it's 140. And then that's where, you know, these guys get to do more. I could have the iron, for example. I just right-clicked that, didn't I? Son of a bitch. We can have the copper, you know, go in one of these and iron go in the other, and then, you know, that'll be much, much better, I think, over time here. I'm just going to right-click the wood here to keep that going. And yeah, they'll probably focus in on the knives now. It's much more, it's much easier to focus on the knives because it's only iron. I have more iron working stations. Let's get your stamina. We'll get you to hit these things a little bit more. More blacksmith level ups. Hello. The other thing we can do here, I think, is we can... You're working on design anyway. See, now he's up to 150. Yeah, level up strategy. So I could do this stuff with people too. And so now I could say things like all skills equally. And now when they get their level ups, I don't have to do it myself. So I could say something like highest skill first. And I can go through each one of these. and say highest skill first. And then what's happening is they'll auto level up this metalworking, and then they'll start working on this one now because it's a little higher skill. So I can go through each one of these and do that. And then I don't have to manually upgrade them all the time, because it is a bit of a... I have to do this one at a time, I think, but it gets to be a pain to have to do this to every single person every single time, right? Your preferences on wooden items. I don't know if we really necessarily need that. So why don't we switch you to... We can have you do the cheap stuff. I like that. You can work on the cheapest stuff first. That's fine. I don't know why you would want to do that, but I'm going to have one person doing it just to say I'm doing it. And then I want to see if there is any indication that the wood is like, do we move on to a new wood to do different wooded area? There's got to be more than one wooded area in the game, right? I guess different kinds of wood, right? We would need to progress to using different kinds of wood. I think that's the idea there. Yeah, probably. So hiring discount is good. Here, I want to unlock better wood, and that's right here, the pine forest. Okay. Let's grab this, and then I think I will wait and spend it on here. I think so. Let's grab this, complete that, and we'll grab another one that has blueprints always. Yes. This one will be fine. Yep. And let's focus this one down so I can get all that money and also clear it for another contract involving a blueprint. And then for this blueprint, we can first upgrade our bludgeon. Then we can now do sturdy shields. So there's a lot of stuff we can do now because we've unlocked the ability to make steel. We didn't have that before. Now we do. So I can make things like a sturdy shield if I want to, which sounds awesome. And I'm going to do that. Big old sturdy shield. Now I'm not going to make any of those yet, but they're worth a lot. And so I definitely want to have those probably on the wall. I'll do a wall rack like right here. Speaking of which, hello. Hello, wall. You're not looking like my store right now. There we go. Oh, you know what? And up here as well. This is all still the store, right? Let's make it look like the store. I'm probably going to change out these things. Yeah. And then the lower wall is like this. I don't think this part... Yeah, this part doesn't do anything that way, so it's all good. So they'll go upstairs and buy things, hopefully. But we're going to want to have like wall racks for the shields over here. So if I take the... we have to do a smelter. This makes medium ingots and stuff. We have to swap out one of these smelters for that. We have a lot of ingots, so we're making them faster anyway. So I think maybe we'll take this one here, who's currently being used. Let's wait for him to be done with it. There we go. Now I'm going to take this one here, and we'll get some of the money back on that. We'll get a bigger one right here. That is much bigger footprint too. And then this can be used to create, you know, much bigger ingots. Now, I don't know what they're going to actually create, or how do I get them to actually do that? Because what they have to do, I think, to make the steel is they take 2 iron away and make 1 steel with it. So I need to wait for this to not be used. Okay, I think that's good enough. And we'll move this over. Let's say I move this. Ooh, interesting. That is interesting. Move it there. If I take another ingot storage, I'd have to place it like here, which is somewhat in the way, I feel. But I could change it to be something else. So I could change it now to say make it steel. And now there's a place for them to put steel ingots. I don't know if they're going to make them or not. I think I have to probably go into my assistants, craft ingots, and then I can say something like... let's say Scott here. Now, Scott's pretty fast. Let's do Drogo. Drogo, we could say, instead of doing this, you make steel ingots, okay? And now what will happen is Drogo's going to take 2 of these away, and he'll make steel in this one. There he goes. Yep. And so now that steel ingot goes there, and now we'll be able to make things out of steel, namely the shields that I'm going to want to sell. So come over to the store. And we want to use a wall rack. This is good for shields, yep. we'll get a wall rack. And I know I said weapons, but the high value item is right by the counter. I think that's probably fine. And then this will be where we keep our shields. They're not very high quality yet, but they will be very soon. So we can come over to shields now and go like that. And we'll just keep working on getting this to be higher and higher with our design points now. All right, and then Humphrey, you'll go. Yeah, so this is one of those things where I'm just going to do this. Highest skills first. Let's go all skills equally, but then he's not going to get any more design points. We'll wait on him. It's fine. Assistant, high. You're transferring things between crates, so I'll just do that right now. And then we'll say skills equally on you too. So we'll slowly start to like transition to the point where I'm kind of letting them level themselves up with that, predetermined directive. And then look, we just had somebody grab steel. Okay, so I want to take a look at you. Fewest items crafted. So he's focusing on the steel right now. So what's the process here? You just hammer it, right? You just make it right away like this. He quenches it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then he's going to come over to a workbench. And we have actually another shield that's already been made too. Big shields. They're going to do the work stuff on the wood bench. And then they're going to eventually get over here. Kind of waiting in line for that, aren't they? You got any more woodworking stations? Yeah, they just made the shield. Good. And now that shield can get taken over and placed here. And then hopefully 230. I need 500 to raise that. Wow. So yeah, design points. Design points. What do we got going on for that right now? We have, I know I have 6 tables. I only have 5 people working it. So let me swap out. Anybody have a really good design? If you do, you'd be working design, right? I think so. Okay, let's try to find somebody else. You're okay. I love having people like you, though. I just don't want to pay for that. 1% more customers is great, though. We'll hire you. And then I think Robert. Yeah, design faster here. We'll take Robert, and Robert will go over to design. And then we'll make sure that you are focused on... If I say highest skill first, you might do this. So I'll just wait on that. But I want more of that. And then you are going to work on for the racks, for the shelves, and we'll have you focus on the most expensive items. I think that's probably good. Okay. So brought in 2 extra people there. And cashier can level up as well. We're going to increase those 2 things for you. Miner, let's make sure that we'll give you a little bit more movement speed too. That's good. That contract's completed. We'll take the other one with the blueprint. So now almost every contract we're doing involves getting a blueprint. We need to kind of keep that rolling. And a hiring discount would have been really nice to have before I did this, but I'm gonna have to have that anyway. Ooh, that's a lot of purple. I don't want to do that, but I kind of have to. I can't get this until I have all these 2. And I can't get the basement, which is what I kind of really want right now. I can't get the basement until I do this here. So I'm going to have to spend those points anyway. It's fine. All right. So we still came out profitable despite buying all those things. That's nice. And then we have not enough design points for that, but we are going to get more design points faster. We're going to get that shield to be upgraded. But that's nice that we're finally starting to get those higher, more complex items. There's 17 items in this. Yikes. Transfer items. I think maybe you guys are all on merchants right now. That's what happened. I'm going to switch you to racks. I'm going to switch you to racks as well. Start the new day. And you guys will do the racks first, if you can. Get things in the store, because we're kind of running out. I kind of moved my assistants around a little bit too much there, I think. And let's get you on mining and stamina. Sure. And this side, Scott, you will do... what are you currently up to right now? Yeah, you're crafting ingots. Okay, we'll just get your speed up, and then I'm going to say that we do highest skill first, I guess. Just auto level your stuff up. You're just a carrier right now. And I might want to move somebody that has like great carrying capacity here. The transferring ingots is good, but there might be somebody better suited for that. Like maybe Bertha comes over here and then switch Catherine. That way she's carrying more things. I think Bertha's going to come over here instead. I wish I knew which one you were already doing. Shoot. All right, which one are you doing? Ingot storage 170 to ingot storage 65. So 65. That would be... I can't tell which one that is. They don't even... They label them there, but they don't label them here. So how am I supposed to know which one this is? Oh, great. Okay. All right. In this case, we're going to have to swap some things out here. Let's just do it manually. Here's Yvette. You are going to do this one to this one. Now I know. And Bertha can do this one to this one. Okay. And then Catherine, I moved you over. You're going to switch to doing that. Okay. So we should see a lot of stuff come out of this crate now and then finally have some stuff in stock pretty consistently. Let's get that one. And we have... Ooh, okay, so copper ore. Stop it. Okay, so this contract here looks like it's going to give us copper ore as a, you know, as extra here. A full crate, basically, of copper ore. That's neat. Is it worth doing that, though? We do have the epic quality for this contract here, this bludgeon. I don't have this, but I can get it. It's a maul. It takes 1 steel and 1 iron. I need 118 of those. Yikes. That's a lot. Yeah, I mean, we could get copper ore as a... I could just wait, too. If I refresh this, I might get another blueprint, though. I can get a lot of blueprints. Damn, look at that. Okay, this one's probably the quickest to do, so let's grab that, and then let's have them accelerate whichever one is closest. I mean, they're technically kind of all the same distance. This takes longer to make, so I don't really care which ones they do, honestly. You guys could just do them all. We're going to have them eventually. There's not really a time limit to the game. You know, like I've had people say that I'm behind on something. It's like, there's not a time limit here. I'm not a race. It's, you know, it's, what am I racing against? The only thing I can think of that I'm racing against in any way would be my supply of wood in this forest. I think that's probably the only thing I can think of. Unless there's a limit to the iron as well. Which so far I see people just hitting the same rocks over and over. So I'm going to say there's probably not a limit in here. But I'm probably have to start moving people from the iron mine to the copper mine, which I now have access to. Is in here, and I can start having people mine in here when it becomes, you know, valuable for me to do so. I don't think it's really all that valuable right now. Until we start making items like that, I don't think it's all that valuable, but, you know, we're going to get there. Like right now I have 1 blueprint available. I could get the copper goblet, but I think the maul is better because it sells for a lot more. So I'm going to get the maul instead. And then we can also sell that in the store too. It's pretty good. But now I'll be able to accept that contract later once I clear one of these contracts are out. Let's have them focus on the goblet, on these tankards here. Those are pretty fast to make. And then we have 15 steel, and somebody's, again, he's kind of robbing our iron supply to make the steel, but that's all right. We can at least have, that keeps our supply of shields and stuff up. And our lines are not getting too long now. It's great. If I head to the 2nd floor, people are finding things that they need. Getting things restocked is pretty good. I think maybe just to help with this, I really don't know if it'll make things any better or not, but I'm gonna try probably a door here, I would think. Yeah, I'll put a door there, and then let's move this bench over here. And then honestly, yeah, more design. We could do more design. More decorations are probably needed. Yeah, right now. So I could get the banners going too. So maybe we get the banners up here, one there, one there. That's probably not necessary. We could do it on that side. It's decorations, right? We can take some of these vines. I don't really want them there. Put one here. Looks like we could just have them be in the middle of the store too. They don't have to be along the wall. But I think they just look like they belong along the wall. Kind of how I see it. There we go. And then these are like hanging plants and stuff. We could do something like this. Which again, they don't look like they have to be along the wall, but... Oh, you have to have the... This has to be on a prop. Yeah, okay. I'll just put a little plant in the corner then like that. And then how about some of these paintings? I haven't unlocked a whole lot of them. I'd like to unlock more. A little bookshelf maybe on the edge here. That's cool. And then just an extra painting and then that's it. So now we're getting the maximum customer bonus. Assuming we can keep up with it. We're going to have good benefits from that. Let's give you this and then we'll say highest skill first. And then we'll also go you. We'll say this and then highest skill first. And then the miners. Here we go. Let's say this and then all skills equally. Lumberjack. Same kind of difference here, I think. Maybe we'll go like this. And then I'll just say all skills equally. Not sure it really matters for these guys. I guess I could have maybe worked on their speed first since they have that debuff to their speed, but I don't think it matters, like I said. And then we'll kind of move this over. I don't think they can walk between them, though. Maybe. If I swap them like this, can you walk between them? If I see anybody walk between here, then I'll know we're good. Although I don't really think there's much of a reason to walk between them. Let's find out. If I do this, does anyone walk between them now? No, not yet. I still think you need that walking space in order to do that, though. Yeah, they walk between them there. Okay, so I'm going to say... I can't... I wanted to put one here, but if I have to slam this up, then I can't have the copper in here. So this is why I want the basement, so I can have a bigger smelting operation in the basement. And then they just basically have a hauler bring them up the stairs and stuff. We'll have somebody who's really good at stairs, just bringing them up the stairs and stuff. That, there we go. Cashier, hey, Phoebe's up here. Let's extend the... I think the lines are okay for now. We'll do this, and then I'm gonna say highest skill first for you, so I don't have to do it anymore on that. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what this drinks crate thing is. Ooh, maybe I should... No, actually, let's wait. I want to get the basement first. So we'll unlock this, and then we'll have enough points to get the basement pretty soon. I was gonna see what the drinks crate is, but yeah. And then this unlocks the nicest shop shelves. So if I was gonna upgrade those, I guess we would... let's take and go upstairs really quick. We'll say like these shelves here. Oh, I need to go to build mode for that. Yeah, we can upgrade them, and this gives us more customer capacity. So we'll have even more people we can sell to by doing this. There we go. Yeah, very nice. These don't upgrade. These don't upgrade. So just these ones here, and then we come down. I thought these would upgrade too. Yes, they do. And there we go. And then these ones don't upgrade. So it becomes more favorable for me to use these instead of these because I can get more customers with them, I think. So if I look at where... store, yeah. If I look at these are 2 customer capacity. But these ones could be 3. So if I was to swap this and make this one be clubs... And then as soon as somebody buys this, there it is. Now that's gone. So because that's gone, we can now sell that. Move that over. Now you're looking at clubs here. But higher customer capacity on the clubs right there. And then I wonder if the wall shelves can be upgraded too. No, it doesn't look like it. At least not yet. Okay. Cool. So you have loads of space down here for additional items and stuff to sell, like malls and stuff, right? I want to get the mall. So if I go to these racks right here, put this down, I could then sell the maul. Now, we don't have a high quality maul, so I still need to kind of work on that. But, you know, at least something we can make. And it's, you know, going to use the steel that we're robbing our supply from here. I think we're okay. I'm not going to buy any more iron. Let's have you speed up, and then you're going to have highest skill first, and then you are going to speed up and have your highest skill first. There you go. Just want people to be upgrading themselves as much as possible here. Up iron, and then we'll say highest skill first. This is done. That gives us another blueprint, and allows me to get... Let's do... It's a lot of pickaxes, man. It's much more money, though. It is more time, but it's a lot more money for that blueprint, so we're going to do that too. And then we don't have enough time to complete this one today, so it won't matter because the contracts will refresh, but ultimately I think things are going swimmingly, don't you? I think they're going okay. I mean, maybe they were slow. Maybe I was slow in the beginning, you know? It's not out of the question. I might have been. But I don't think it's a race either. I think I'm just having fun kind of evolving things as it goes, and I've got one new blueprint I can do now. Maybe we start working on copper. We have it's available. We could at least, at the very least, we can. I don't have the basement. I want the basement, then I can start doing a whole lot more. Let's do the long hoe instead. We'll upgrade it to at least that little low quality that's right there. Yeah, and these shelves here, we have just a hair under where we need for decorations. So why don't we switch over to something like that and like that. Okay, now at least we have the limit. Nice. All right, that's day 31. We've been in operation for a month. I think it's a pretty good productive month. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.